Horizon Institute, along with other groups like the Center for American Progress in Washington and the Economic Policy Institute, we've been set up to try to engage in the battle of ideas, to try to understand how we can reinvigorate the public debate so that we're not on the defensive, so we have a message, a set of empirical evidence that can show that there are positive accomplishments.
So what does the governor's budget do? It bridges a $26 billion budget shortfall with roughly equal dollar amounts of spending cuts and new revenues. It does so one of the smallest shares of sort of tricks and gimmicks, temporary measures. The fact that there's such a small volume of that is one reason why the cuts are so low.
And so we are willing to say, cut this, which we represent, save this, which is better for California.
Is the CRA ever able to take an equity position? You talked about how you go in with the money first. Usually the riskiest money gets an equity position. Shouldn't you be able to throw off cash because of your strategic long-term investment? It seems to me like maybe you're leaving equity on the table.
Different neighborhoods and different projects require different equity structures and different loan structures. I'll give you just a quick snapshot. We have about $669 million worth of loans that we've entered into in the last 50 years. Those kick off repayments, and we are able to then recycle those repayments. If they originated for housing and they were used to build housing and they're getting repaid from housing, then we recycle those dollars right back into housing.
The best help that Horizon Institute could be for me is to identify pieces of legislature supporting the kinds of efforts that we need. You know, for me, it's really like every issue, it's a matter of having proper appropriations and having our priorities set straight.
From the education point of view, it's very informative. From the point of view of the road to recovery, I'm a little bit nervous on whether the recovery is coming.
From our own personal situation, we're retired, we're on a fixed income, and so these 1% of sales tax here and these other tax there, that means a lot to us.
So this was a very, very useful workshop today. A lot of really great information, and I'm hoping that we can find some channels to share more of this information with a broad spectrum of people in the community.
How do we start to get everyday people and and voters to think about who's paying taxes now and who should be paying taxes, and trying to come up with solutions for not having enough revenue for the state?
So many times in the past I've gone to Horizon Institute events and it's been the same people over and over again, and today there was just this broad cross-section of people from community-based organizations, from the business community, and from labor, all coming together. I think we even had a couple representatives from the faith-based community, so it was really terrific to see that people were here. They're excited, they know that we're back up and running and that we're talking about things that are relevant to the community.